Hello, collective. This is Ellie of HERBCRAFT by Ellie Apothecary, here with another timeless tarot reading. How are y'all doing today? If at any point you would like to claim this message, hit the like button, leave an emoji or a comment, and of course, take what resonates, leave the rest behind. This is the night before the new moon in Pisces. However, with it being timeless, it's meant to find you when it's meant to find you. So just letting you know about the energy. Moon being in Pisces, we're in watery emotional depths at the very end of Pisces season. If you're watching this later, just look into what Pisces parts you have in your chart to get an indication of what part of your chart is being impacted to find deeper meaning with this reading. I'm also a professional astrologer. So I'm going to leave it up to Spirit and see what comes out. The Hermit flew out sideways. This is the Luna Edition Ethereal Visions Tarot. Just giving the cards a very good shuffle. All right, what do you need to hear right now? King of Wands. Apparently that's you. Gender is not specific in tarot, so take what resonates, leave the rest behind. And that's the Hermit. Again, it came out sideways, so this could go either way. You're considering coming out of Hermit mode, I am hearing. Set that there. I think you're deciding whether or not you want to be seen and shine your light. You have the magnetism, you have the ability to go ahead and get yourself out there. Just a question of, do you want to be seen? Let's see. Do you want to be seen? Interesting. Hangman upright. Something about your perspective is a factor here. You're also uncertain. You're on the fence. This could mean being seen in a wide scale. It can mean being seen by another person or seeing a different aspect of yourself. And the Hangman is actually a card of Pisces, and this is the last couple days of Pisces season. We have the Well here. This is like Empress 2.0. This is about creating whatever you want to create and being able to nurture it, being able to take care of it. So I really feel like Spirit's here co-creating with you. I do mostly higher vibe spiritual readings, but this could also be a creative endeavor, okay? My community here is very spiritual and creative and emotionally evolved, which Pisces is, right? That's the Piscean energy. You're also thinking about how you want to create. Page of Swords. Some of you has been studying something for a long time. Okay. Yeah, definitely 2 pages. Page of Wands, because we had the Page of Swords and the Page of Wands. You've been learning how to pursue something that you are passionate about, using some kind of divine inspiration. For some of you, you're getting downloads about this psychically on how to act on that divine inspiration. So tell us more about this Hermit, because I feel like this Hermit is kind of a block. Tell us more about the Hermit, Spirit. 6 of Pentacles. One more card. Oh, 3. Okay. 7 of Wands. And 6 of Wands. It's interesting. That's going backwards. So I feel like for a lot of you, you're trying to figure out how to get what you want and also be able to deliver. For some of you, this could be about career. For some of you, a relationship. Others of you have been in positions of a higher status, and others of you have been coming from a place of needing charity, so to speak. Okay. And it could be any kind. It could be that maybe you feel starved of love if this is about love. This is a general reading, it's a collective reading. So I read on multiple energies. So take whichever group energy resonates with you. Okay. The Seven Wands is about boundaries. It's also about protecting yourself, fending off something. And it also is spirit fighting for you to have victory and success. It's possible you've just had some kind of victory and success here. And this also very much correlates to the King of Wands here. Both very fiery, passionate, seen cards. For some of you, you've already been in the spotlight before, and perhaps you feel like you kind of need a break because you weren't quite getting what you thought you would get out of it, which was equal give and take. Maybe the cost was more than the reward for some of you. King of Pentacles, there was a great reward, or for those of you that haven't stepped out yet, there will be a great reward. So if you needed motivation to come out of hermit mode, that's the ultimate stable king in the tarot. And again, apply the gender however it fits. You can also be in a masculine energy and embody a feminine archetype, okay? Masculine, active, feminine, receptive, and then don't forget about that neutral gray area where we're not taking action or acting. We are in between, kind of like the Hanged One, right? Yeah, Ace of Wands, but there's a gift here from Spirit. All aces, 11:55 on my timer, by the way. If any of the angel numbers resonate with you, like they seem significant, look them up, okay? Because they could have more messages for you. But Ace of Wands here, this is a huge blessing from Spirit of a hot new beginning. This is divine inspiration at its finest. This could also be a passionate new beginning. So if being seen is about someone else, or it's about career, or going after your dreams, or for some of you travel with this card, you have to get out into the world or allow somebody else to see you, which means you have to be comfortable with being seen. For some of you, if you've been in hermit mode, yeah, I'm seeing here the Nine of Swords. It's possible you've been going through some kind of betrayal, having a lot of sleepless nights. Perhaps you need more rest before you can step out. Yeah, with the Chariot, moving forward, having victory and success, going after what you want, being in balance with your divine masculine and feminine nature. Okay? So this card and the Lovers can both represent, oh wow, the song lyrics just said, I've been up all night, I can feel it coming. Which song is this? I divine with music. I'm a psychic medium empath, by the way. Cover Me by Depeche Mode. Look up that song and it might have more information for you. Anyways, this song and the Lovers, 1333 on the timestamp, are both about union with the self. This can represent yin yang energy. This is a card of Cancer. If I talk about zodiac signs, it's because I'm talking about the energy of the sign, not specific people. However, if it resonates with you, then apply it, right? So you're on some kind of journey here to find balance, and you've been going through some kind of betrayal here. This can represent anxiety also. This is usually about other people. I can see why you were in hermit mode. Some of you really want to talk about this with the Knight of Swords. And for others of you, you have some kind of guardian angel here, so to speak. This could be a literal guardian angel, or this could be an aspect of yourself that wants to break free and get out quickly and speak about something that is your truth, but you're not fully sure about speaking on it. That could be part of being seen, is, do I want other people to know my truth? Because swords represent truth, clarity, epiphanies. And the Knight is a swift moving action. For those of you that are scared about sharing your truth, that is what this is about. And your truth could be anything. It could be about who you are. It could be a story you have to tell. It could be also writing a book or some other creative project. It could be singing, using your voice in any way. This could be somebody who's there to like come in quick when you need them. This could be a friend or somebody else that perhaps you don't see coming is in the wings for you. I'm hearing Death. This is an ending to an old way of being, a transition from one way to the other. So this betrayal that you have been experiencing is coming to an end, because after the 9 is the 10, and that is the end of that cycle. So whatever you're going through right now, it's about to change. If you decide to move forward, I feel like it's going to cause you to have a breakthrough. Yeah, we have the Queen of Wands right here next to that. That's the match to the King of Wands. Where did I put you? There you go. King and Queen of Wands right there. This could be you embodying your most fiery, charming, magnetic self, completely in union with self to be seen. You have the capability here. For some of you, this is about a divine partnership. This is about coming into union with another. So you have the Chariot. We were just talking about the equal balance, right? Okay. And then right after that, yeah, for some of you, this is about a divine union, a higher level soulmate. Okay. So for some of you, this is very much about being seen by another person. And for others of you, I feel like most of you, this is about being seen by the world for the leader that you truly are. Someone who knows how to get things done, who, again, is very attractive, charming, magnetic. You have it within you. You can be the receptive, pull things into you, magnetize things to you when you want, or you can just make them happen and go out and charge ahead and master your craft here. Okay. Or whatever it is that you want to work on. Interesting. So these two cards were on the bottom, Queen of Swords and the Devil. They were both kind of lingering underneath the deck when I was moving the cards. So this is the, for some of you, you need to put your guard down in order to bring this energy out. And for others of you, this is the next level to the Knight of Swords. So for some of you, I'm getting that by putting this illusion, which this is what I'm getting, is this is what this is with the Devil. For some of you, the betrayal is an illusion. And in order to swiftly go forward on something, you have to embody the Queen of Swords, which means you have to gently speak the truth, have an open heart. I mean, look at her. She's ready to hear what you have to say. This could represent, for those of you that this is about a union, she's ready to hear what you have to say, but she's a little guarded. And usually the Queen of Swords is a lot more defensive. So is the King of Swords, right? They've been through things in life. And again, with the 9 of Swords, that is coming out of this and becoming this queenly person. And that just means the more feminine, receptive version of this card. So not as stoic, not as reserved, a little more warm. If you were to compare the King and Queen of Swords in the tarot, she's a little warmer, right? Feminine energy typically is because of the receptive nature, right? What can these people do that are struggling with hermit mode? What will help them? Wow, that's a lot of cards. I'm going to say one for the person that doesn't want to come out, one for the person that this is about a union, one for the person this is about a career, and one for the person that's ready to come out, but you're just looking for a little more assistance. Okay, so let's see if I remember all that. Oh, wow. The Knight of Cups for the one that's scared to come out. There's something here about having something to offer the world by being brave and coming out. And the King and Queen of Wands are very brave. They are the most courageous. These represent the fire signs astrologically, okay? So, for those of you that are having trouble getting out of your own way, I'm hearing, I just saw a 2022 on the timestamp. That year could be significant to you about something. But this is about willing to be vulnerable here and express yourself and show your true nature and be loving. And for others of you that are hesitant to come out, this is also about taking a chance on yourself. For some of you, you've been getting psychic downloads, you've been getting intuitive hits on how to take this action. Okay. I'm going to pull one more card for that on how this group can take action. Keep this kind of brief. The Fool, embrace the new journey and just take a leap of faith is what Spirit is saying. Mercury retrograde is at the end of its cycle, and I am just jumbling up my words like crazy, so I apologize for the the interference. Anyways, yeah, the Fool. Take a leap of faith. Okay, let's see. What was the second group? I believe it was about love. Yeah, about union. Wow, Queen of Pentacles, about being seen. So this is about embodying a more grounded, stable, nurturing aspect of yourself. And you want to embody this self-care. If you can embrace this grounded, more receptive energy, you will feel more confident in taking the step forward towards this union. Okay, so that's what Spirit's saying about that. Let me pull one card here for how you can embody this grounded, more feminine, self-care, self-love. Wow, Two of Cups. For some of you, this union is actually going to make it to where you can become this Queen of Pentacles. Again, this is not about gender. Interesting. In My Arms, and it's 9:09 on the clock. In My Arms by Rufus Wainwright. Look up that song. It might have significance for you. Now, if this doesn't resonate with you about love, if you already feel like you are this, then you already are enough, is what Spirit is saying. You already are this stable, receptive individual who is nurturing, loving, and takes good care of yourself. So maybe you just need to see that. Maybe this is where I said earlier that maybe it's about just seeing another perspective of yourself. You already embody this for some of you. And Two of Cups is a divine love. This is also a really beautiful best friend kind of situation. And since this particular group, this is about union, that's what that's about. And for some of you, this is about the person that you're coming towards. Now, this is a divine match, so it is equally yoked. And we did have the King of Pentacles come out earlier as what you already are. So for some of you, I feel like this is about the person you're headed towards, especially a divine feminine that you're headed towards, or an aspect of yourself, if that makes sense. I hope it does. All right, so the last group. Whew. All right. I can see for those of you that this is about career or projects or something, you have to overcome this betrayal, because this is the Ten of Swords card we were talking about earlier. This is coming out of the ultimate betrayal, right? You're almost there. I know this looks terrible, but that's the point, is it's over. You choose to have it be over, and it's over. This also is a sign that the things that happened to you before when you went after your dreams, your goals, are not going to happen again, because you know better now. What can we say to this group about how this is kind of a fly by the seat of your pants, pick a card. I like to go intuitively. So let's see. What do you have to say about this? How to come out of this, Spirit? Ooh, the Magician. Work your magic, metaphorically or literally. If you manifest on overcoming this obstacle. For those of you that work with deities or pray, ask for your divine, whoever they are. I'm a non-denominational channel. Ask for your divine to clear the roads, open the roads from this betrayal. For others of you, this is about gaining another perspective on what you have available to you, because the Magician can represent having all the elements available to you. And for some of you, you have been hung up in this betrayal. Whatever it is that caused you to not be able to create, we'll just put it that way, or be seen, that you haven't felt like you have the power. And this energy here, you're kind of like, you're holding yourself in place there. You can let go at any time and choose to hit the ground running, so to speak. Okay. Now that we have a little bit more clarity, we see there are 4 different energies here. Whichever one you resonate with, leave it in the comments and let us all know your story if you feel like sharing. I would love to hear. All right, Spirit. What else would you like to say? How would you like to take this reading? Otherwise, we might wrap it up and make this a shorter one. I know, surprise, surprise. I tend to do longer readings, but this is not one of my ASMR tarot quests, folks. I will eventually do one of those again for those of you that like that style. So, what would you like to say? Come on, Spirit. How about the well? What is this manifesting potential with this nurturing deep within, generally speaking? Oop, okay. You. Ooh, 5 of Cups. Okay. For some of you, you feel deep regret and sadness. You're really stuck in the pain of this betrayal. You're not wanting to move forward and it's blocking your manifestations. And I know that's difficult. I'm not shaming you. It's just what the card means, okay? So for some of you, you just need to feel the feelings, and for others of you, you need to move through them. And once you're able to do this, you'll be able to open things up and move forward, okay? Because this is about manifesting the ultimate potential. Also, for some of you, your emotions are the key to manifesting. So if you transmute, which I talk a lot about on this channel, if you learn how to transmute your emotions, you can create. You turn your pain into power, right? Okay. So, Spirit, let's give these individuals a little more. And creating, for those of you that this is about a union or it's about other things, just take it how it applies to you, okay? If it doesn't apply, then hold tight. We'll see if there's anything else. I am going to pull a Kuan Yin Oracle card to close this out in a little bit. So if you want to hear that, stick along for the ride. What else can we talk about this 5 of Cups to manifest and what this means, Spirit? 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, some of you, this is very much about being stuck in a lack mindset because, again, there are 2 cups behind this person that are still full, and there's still like a flow of energy behind them that can be accessed. You can always refill all of these cups, really. If you think about it, you could pick up these 3 cups here, go dip them in the water. Now listen, if this is real life, always filter your water, okay? But metaphorically speaking, let's get back to that. You could refill these at any time. You just have to get through the emotions. You have to decide that you're going to move forward and you're no longer going to be in lack about what you lost. Some of you are feeling like you're out in the cold. So some of you perhaps are in regret because you missed an opportunity here. or at least you think you missed an opportunity. There's still 2 cups here. And remember, for those of you that this is about love, I'll just go through my pile here. Where'd it go? Haha, here you are. 2 of Cups. That's what that 2 of Cups represents. You may have lost some kind of opportunity, but you still have some kind of friendship here or some kind of union to build upon. So for those of you, this is about love. You actually still have the capability to embrace this love once you gain another perspective and get out of the feelings. And again, sometimes you just got to feel them and move through them. Other times you got to transmute them, right? What else can spirit say about that? Also, 5-5 represents change and transformation and a higher level of mastery. It's also a mirroring number, which means if this is about another person, they miss you too. They also feel out in the cold. 7 of Cups. Some of you are in an illusion. Take that however it resonates, okay? Some of you are in an illusion. It could be of your mind, or it could be something that other people created, or it could be that your emotions are causing you to not think clearly. But you have many options available to you, okay? This card's a little dark, but it also reminds me of the Magician. But you got to put the mask down, right? You got to put the mask down and focus on your thoughts, your head. The skull makes me think of the mind. The mask here, perhaps you don't feel confident being vulnerable and sharing that with people. And that could be something that's blocking you and keeping you in the feelings. What else can we say about this illusion spirit? Knight of Pentacles. Spirit's telling you to keep moving forward, even if it takes you a long time to take that first step, okay? You have some kind of stability here. And remember, we were talking about, I feel like this part's for the love portion. Thank you for hopping around with me, everyone. You have the Queen of Pentacles here. That's the next step up from the Knight. So for those of you this represents you, you already are this. You just got to come back to yourself. And for those of you that this is about your person, your Queen of Pentacles, right? You've been taking long steps towards this person. It has been a journey. Don't stop now, Spirit's saying. I want to know, like, they're telling you to keep moving forward. How can these individuals, this is about love, keep moving forward? And this could also be about a project, okay? It could be about a work dynamic. It could be about a family member. It could be about a friendship. It doesn't have to be about love, but I feel like because of the correlation of the cards for this part, it is about love. 8 of Swords, yeah. You're keeping yourself trapped in your mind. For some of you, you're experiencing trauma loops, which is causing you to experience illusions, okay? The song Medicate is on. Who's this by? Gold something. 33:29 on the timer. 3:33 now. 9:19 at night. 3:11 on the timer. Lots of synchronicities coming through. Golden features, Medicate. Look up this song. It might bring you more knowledge. The lyrics of songs, when they come up, they're synchronistic, just like angel numbers. But to me, that's also telling me that you need to stabilize. Okay, I'm not telling you to go on medication. I'm not a doctor. I'm not telling you to take anything. I'm just saying that the metaphor of it is to heal, is to soothe, is to come out of this, to regulate, right? Again, I talk about emotional intelligence a lot on this channel. So for some of you, you've got yourself in this cage, in this prison, and it is an illusion. Now, for those of you that are in the spiritual world, cleanse, because this could be someone else's illusion. This could also be manipulation. This could be somebody casting doubt in your mind that's caught you up in this. If this seems familiar, think about who you were last around and connect the dots. Maybe focusing on that again with the mind and revealing perhaps a little investigation is necessary. But if you're in a trauma loop and you're not really thinking straight, the key is to get out of the mind here, right? So it's going to apply to different people in different ways. For those that this is about another energy causing this manipulation and confusion, what can we say about that, Spirit? The Star. You can heal from this. For some of you, I just got a download. It's not for everybody. They're trying to keep you from your destiny. Some of you are going to know what that means spiritually, but you have the capacity here to shine. Now, I feel like this is varying to those of you that want to be seen on a wider scale. Wow. Destroying Angel by, is that Sneaker Pimps just came on? We got some moody tunes coming in all of a sudden. So yeah, someone's definitely in their feels and there's no judgment. Hey, Pisces moon is super emo, okay? I'm a Pisces sun sign. I know what the F I'm talking about, right? And the best way to do it is to swim through it, right? Like the little fishy energy that it is. Just swim through it and shine your light. Find a way to turn your light back on. For those of you that this is about being seen on a wider scale, you could also be experiencing some kind of romantic or friendship drama here. And you are going to be able to be very successful with whatever it is you're doing, whether this is about love, whether this is about being seen. You've got the potential here to shine. Okay. This is also deep healing. So, one more aspect here. I don't like to focus too much on the karmics. Wow. Okay. So, the King of Cups just kind of flew itself out. This is about mastering your emotions, emotional intelligence. Okay. This is the most successful, emotionally successful, intelligent card. All right. This is about transforming, transmuting through the emotions. You have this capacity. You have this capacity. Okay. Don't let the illusion or you being stuck in your head fool you. Okay. For some of you, you really need to tap into that grounded nature here to remember who you are. You are the star. What is blocking those of you that this has nothing to do with love? If you're still here, thank you. I feel like at least a couple of you are. For those of you that this is about taking action on a move, and again, we'll talk about here the Hermit. You're very wise. You shine the light for others. Some of you are a guide. You have a lot of knowledge to share, and you've been reclusive, healing. Some of you, you've been working on something diligently. It has nothing to do with healing, but just strongly being focused on the day in, day out tasks. For some of you, I'm hearing you've been working on your health and now you feel stable enough. Again, the Queen of Pentacles could apply to you too. My cards are getting kind of messy, so hold on a sec. There you go. You've been working on sustaining your health in order to invest more into your work. That's not for everybody. And if it doesn't apply, that's not me predicting anything. You would know, right? So for those of you that this is about shining your light, what do we have? Strength. Yeah, some of you, you have overcome a serious illness here. Okay. And for some of you, you've been recovering and getting strong in order to shine your light, to be a leading example for others. And you've gained a lot of wisdom on your journey. For a lot of you, you're coming out of dark night of the soul energy. If so, congratulations for coming out of your journey. If you are hesitant, you're ready. And Spirit is here with you. Okay. And again, Strength card, this is a card of Leo. We were talking about how the King and Queen of Wands, I'm not even going to try to find it at this point, but the King and Queen of Wands are Leo energy. It's fire energy. And again, you don't have to be a Leo, but perhaps look at the Leo parts of your chart to find out what has given you strength to go forward on this journey. Okay. So what other advice can we give those that want to shine their light and get something off the ground? I'm hearing, what is it that we can give as far as guidance? Page of Cups. For some of you, this is about offering something small. So just doing a little something towards your goal, or making, maybe for some of you, I'm hearing this is a soft launch, if this has to do with the product I'm hearing, or some kind of new service, do a soft launch, something light. And for others of you, this is about getting a friend involved to help you get it off the ground. That could be something in the background, or perhaps you're thinking of working with somebody on a creative project. For others of you, this is about tapping into your inner child and being able to really bring out that imagination to be able to create more. And this is going to bring you out of hermit mode. Okay, Spirit, is there anything else you want to say to any of these groups? Any last messages before we close it out with Kuan Yin? Thank you again for being here. Any last messages? Tell you what. We're going to give this a whole shuffle here. I'm not even going to correct my cards. I'm just going to see. Empress is at the bottom as hidden energy. That's the ultimate divine feminine energy right there. Okay? She has an entire legacy, an entire kingdom, not just a kingdom, but an empire. So for some of you, your divine feminine nature side is going to help you come out and be a star or get this off the ground. Or for some of you, there is an older feminine figure in your life that can help you with this. Somebody who's looking out for you. So, the Tower. There's a big change coming for a lot of you that you don't see coming. This doesn't have to be bad. Six of Pentacles has to do with equal give and take and generosity. For some of you, that Empress figure is going to give you something that's going to help you get off the ground. It's not for everybody, but if you claim it, take it. If it sounds true, take it. If you know who I'm talking about, and for everybody, it's going to be different. This Knight of Cups on the bottom. Being able to offer something. Again, the Empress. For some of you, this is about being able to become the Empress, to be the most loving, nurturing. This is the card above the Queen of Pentacles. So if you did resonate as a Queen of Pentacles, you're about to elevate to Empress status. And again, this could be the Empress nature of your balanced masculine and feminine nature for masculine identifying person. Okay. So for some of you, you are missing this divine feminine archetype within your character. This is about knowing when to rest, knowing when to receive, being able to create from anything. Again, we got the Well earlier, which was the ultimate creation card. So for some of you, you are bringing this into form, whatever it is that you want to create. And for some of you, this is an ultimate supportive, loving union with self or another. Interesting. Devil in reverse. It's about getting out of illusions, putting down old toxic behaviors. Some of you have done this and you're moving through it, and that's what's making you Empress or come into balance with your divine feminine nature. And for others of you, the Empress could represent the divine feminine that you are interested in, and she has elevated. So perhaps for some of you, this is about leveling up for the match of your dreams, I'm hearing. And in order to do that, you have to get out of illusions. And we just gave you a bunch of clues on how to do that, right? So also Spirit is guiding you for some of you. Yeah, Ace of Wands, follow your divine inspiration. This is a gift. This is a gift from Spirit. Nine of Cups on the bottom in the hidden energy. Okay, this is wish fulfillment for a lot of you. Wait, what is that trying to come out? Ooh, Seven of Swords. Some of you, though, are either worried that this wish fulfillment is no longer an option. Somebody's going to take it from you. For those of you that this is about career, it could be about not feeling like you can keep up with the competition. What is this? Page of Pentacles. That's the third page we have here. You have something to offer here. And again, the Magician peeking out. I love how Spirit's telling a story right here. This is about knowing that you have everything at your disposal for your wish fulfillment, and that can apply to everybody. The Fool. This is your happy new beginning with or as the Queen of Wands. Again, strong emphasis on the divine feminine nature. Oh my God. Ace of Cups underneath that. This is a huge blessing of love. Okay. Yeah, this is very much for some of you about learning how to nurture yourself in order to give your cup of love. This is the self-love journey for some of you. And again, it doesn't matter if you identify as a man, a woman, or non-binary or other. This is about having the ultimate gift of love. As within, so without, right? Okay. So again, love creates beauty in the world. So if it's not about romantic for you, this self-love that you've created within yourself has given you the emotional stability. Remember, we got the King of Cups earlier for some of you. The emotional stability and emotional intelligence to offer your cup of love to anyone, and Spirit has your back on it. They are guiding you. They're showing you how to do it, and they want you to succeed. And for some of you, this is love with another person that is unmatched because you found it within yourself or you're about to. So congratulations for the balance, and those of you that are figuring it out, you are on your way. Is there anything else you would like to say, Spirit? The Artist doesn't show anything in this card, but he's exposed. And I think for some of you that's relevant. The Artist is also, it's like the Magician 2.0. Again, strong emphasis on manifesting anything, being able to pull from anything, right? So you may feel exposed, but that's actually going to help you create. Being able to tap into those vulnerabilities is going to help you create. And whatever it is you're creating, whether it's a new way of life or a project or love with another person or love within yourself, or just focusing on creation instead of misery with the Nine of Swords, focusing on transmuting the heavy feelings into some kind of creative project. And it doesn't have to be complicated, and you don't have to be a talented artist to do this, okay? But if there's anything you've ever wanted to try, especially something tangible, I talk about how that can help ground you into something and get through the feelings. It starts clicking different parts of your brain so you don't keep staying in these cycles. For some of you, you have the potential to create something truly amazing and unique with this other person. For those of you, this is about love. Anything else, Spirit? Wow, the Emperor. We had the Empress as I shuffled the deck again, and now the Emperor. This is the ultimate divine match to the Empress, okay? This is boss daddy, baddie energy, like the ultimate in the tarot. You can delegate, you can have control of your domain, not other people, of yourself. So choosing to come out of these cycles and create makes you the Emperor. And for some of you, you already are the emperor and you're mastering the divine feminine side of yourself so you can create in a more balanced way. Okay. But an emperor, though they may not show a lot of emotion like the King of Cups and the King of Swords, even though the King of Cups is the ultimate emotional king, they're very stoic, and the King of Swords rarely shows their emotions, right? But this is about raw vulnerability. Whatever you're creating, you have to be able to be willing to risk to show it. And it's possible that these cycles have kept you from being able to move forward in order to be vulnerable. What does Spirit have to say about those that are terrified of being vulnerable in whatever your pursuit is? What do you have to say, Spirit? The Four of Swords. You've been healing. You've also been getting downloads. For some of you, you need to meditate and get out of your mind to by clearing the mind. Some of you clearing out the clutter in your mind would help you. So a lot of you, this is about rest. Again, the divine feminine principles, or just feminine, doesn't have to be divine. So find what brings you peace and focus on that. If you find yourself looping on something, it's an illusion of the mind, or it's an emotional trauma loop, or for some of you it's a spiritual illusion, and you know what I'm talking about. So cleansing, clearing, meditating, grounding, resting. For some of you, I'm hearing you haven't had a long night's sleep in a long time. I am also a professional herbalist, so I'm going to give you a little tip here that helps me when I'm anxious. Passion flower tea, okay? It's a fairly safe herb. Make sure you get the kind that you can consume in tea, because not all herbs are the same. And also, of course, always check with your doctor if you're concerned about it, but it's a very common, safe herb. The dried herb, you can get a box of the passion flower tea on Amazon, or you can go to your local herb shop and sip on it. And it takes about 40 minutes. It's a natural anti-anxiety relief. It actually does help calm down your nervous system, and it will get you into a state of calm and peace. You can consume a few cups a day. And for those of you that don't have any issues with mint or whatever, a touch, a tiny bit of catnip in your tea at night will actually give you a sedative effect that will help you sleep. Okay, so just a touch of catnip in your tea with the passion flower. You can put some chamomile in there, and that'll help you get a good night's sleep. You're going to want to consume this at least an hour or 2 hours before you want to go to sleep, and make sure that you turn off the devices and do all that, and you will be able to find rest. But you have to decide that you're going to break the cycle and you're going to do it. For some of you, meditate and think about how you want to manifest going forward, how you want to create, like what makes you feel stable and secure like this. Okay. And again, that herbal advice is not medical advice. I do have a disclaimer in my box. It's just a little herbal tip, okay? It's helped me. I have suffered with anxiety before. Yeah, this is how you receive justice for yourself. Finding this balance, this fairness, this equality, okay? It's possible that whatever illusion you're in was from the past, and this is going to help you see what's truly fair in this situation for yourself. Okay. For those of you that this is about love, the energies seem very positive about the other person. Back it up and watch that part again if you need to for clarity. Remember that when you're in an anxiety or trauma loop, your frontal lobe and wise decision making part of your brain isn't always working properly. So it might help you to learn a little bit more about nervous system regulation, and this will bring you into balance. Okay. For some of you, putting on some somatic healing music. For some of you, try rubbing your earlobes. Look up a earlobe nervous system stimulating exercise, like a 5-minute one. It'll teach you how to calm down the vagus nerve in your ears, which actually does have a calming effect. There are so many natural tools you can use that work. Okay. I'm speaking from experience. I'm also an advocate. So I hope that something gives you relief. But again, you have to be willing to get away from the noise and choose to not feed the illusion anymore. And this applies to fear in any way. The devil can represent fear, right? So for those of you that this isn't about love, this is about being afraid to be seen and shine your light. What can we tell those people that this is about personal pursuits? Five of Wands, this is about competition and fighting, okay? For some of you, I'm hearing you've had people that have been trying to make it very difficult for you, and that's part of the betrayal. For others of you, this is about high competition and it's freaking you out. What can we tell the group that this is about competition? First of all, don't compare yourself to others. Just compare yourself to your last level. I don't remember who said that, but if you do, put the quote in the comments. I'd love to know. Yeah, again, look, Nine of Swords, can't make this up. You're in your head about the competition when really you just need to focus on yourself and remember what you have to offer. Don't focus on what other people are doing. For those of you that that's what this is about. And for others of you, this again, this is about the betrayal. It's possible this group betrayed you. My time is coming by, is this the Hives? I think it's the Hives. Just came on. Like, yeah, the Hives. My time is coming. That's spirit confirming to you that this is your time. So put the doubts away and know that it's your time. Spirit, this group that's afraid of the competition, how can they find the confidence to embody? Again, the King and Queen of Wands was very much side by side with the Hermit energy earlier. How can they get out of their head about this? The sun, shine, baby. Ooh, I just got chills. Wow. Whoo! Started in my knees. So jump for joy because you're about to be really freaking happy. You make it through this. Whatever you're doing, this is going to be highly successful. This is also clarity for you. And also for some of you, you're meant to shine your light. Again, we got the star earlier. And the King and Queen of Wands, some of you are meant to be a star. Some of you are meant to be known. So whatever you're working on, this is going to lead to your ultimate success and happiness if you continue to pursue it and get out of your head, okay? And for others of you that are in these cycles, focus on what makes you happy, not what other people are doing to make you unhappy, okay? And again, this can also represent the inner child. So those of you that are tapping into your inner child, remember what made your inner child happy. There's actually a reading that I'm releasing in a few days. I'll probably release this one a few days after that one. What am I calling it? Finding your happy thoughts. And we talk about getting out of your head and about how your inner child is the key to your success. So the last couple readings have kind of been linking together. If you'd like to watch that one, I will link it at the end here and you can check that one out as well. And the one before that is You're No Longer Suffering Defeat. So watching those readings might help you, okay? For some of you and this is the last group I'm going to tap in and then I'm going to close this out because we're already veering, I think we're past 45 minutes now. I know this song. What is this? Someday. 9:44 on the clock. Someday. Some of you are putting off your dreams for someday. Why not today? Your time is coming. The people who become successful are the ones that are willing to risk it all and be brave. And that includes for partnerships, right? You don't know until you know. And if someday becomes, okay, well, tomorrow, and then it becomes tomorrow, and it becomes tomorrow, and you just groundhog your way through life. And that's not, yeah, judgment. Some of you, spirit's wondering, like, what are you going to do? Are you going to make that judgment call? Are you going to pass? For some of you, this is a karmic loop, a karmic test of, are you going to choose fear over love? And this came up in the last reading too. And we didn't talk about love in the last one. I actually refused to talk about it. So If you don't want to talk about love, definitely will like the last reading. I'm also fully in frame in that. I went outside for it. It was a really beautiful day. Anyways, judgment, what are you going to do? Because it's your life, it's your choice. But I'm not going to sit here and convince you. You have an opportunity. If you're here and you've been here this whole way, you have an opportunity. This is an awakening for you. This is a chance to have a totally different life for you, to regenerate into something new. And for a lot of you, it's the sun. You're rebirthing. Some of you have been through an awakening and you've gone through a phoenix energy of life, death, rebirth. This is how you rebirth. But you have to choose to be seen, to let the light shine on you so you can charge up and shine for other people. And that includes love too. If you aren't taking care of yourself, you can't feed into a proper relationship. And some of you, you may have reasons that you feel like you can't have this love, or it isn't what you thought, or you can't get out of your wounds. Now listen, I do offer personal readings, so if you want one, email me and I'll find a way. Yeah, okay, so King of Cups in reverse just came out. This is opposite to earlier. Some of you just don't want to do the work, and I'm not going to judge you, but Spirit's calling you out. This is part of your judgment, that you could make yourself happy here. And this is about anything. This is about going after what you want. Apply the theme to whatever you want. Some of you, this has been your retreat, is not being emotionally intelligent. Is for some of you, look, I'm just going to give some real talk. So if you don't want to hear it, just leave. And I appreciate you for being here so far. Thank you so much. But for those of you that need to hear this, you're being manipulative, or you were manipulative, and this is what ended up making you be out in the cold. For those of you that feel like you're out in the cold and you missed an opportunity, perhaps you put someone else out in the cold. Perhaps you didn't recognize somebody else's light and you were under judgment for it. But if you remember, Spirit said you still have opportunities. You haven't missed your opportunity. The test here, and I hate to use that word, but when it comes to karmic tests, which this particular group of people, it seems like this has to do with, I feel like, for love for this particular group, partnership, nurturing, etc. You can't be this loving, all-knowing King of Cups if you refuse to nurture another situation or believe that somebody else will make you happy, which means there's probably something within yourself that you don't feel like you can be happy about. Okay, so look at your shadow and really think, is it the other person, or did you do something to sabotage this? And it has to do with your emotions. Were you possibly a little dysregulated emotionally, and that caused you to act in a way that you're not very proud of, that you don't want a light to be shown on? And for some of you, you really don't want to be judged about it. And I'm not judging you. I'm channeling what Spirit wants you to hear right now, because I'm giving the guidance, because I am a channel. So please don't project onto me. Thank you. So I don't want to get too much deeper into that because we've covered a lot of ground here with different groups. The general consensus is to choose to go after what you want, not compare yourself to others. And I was going to touch on one last group as far as betrayal. For some of you, since that came out, what I'm getting is that you feel betrayed by this person or group that made you betray a person. And that's what you regret. And that's why you're out in the cold. So for those of you that's very specific, and this is the last card I'm going to pull for this love portion, because I don't want to take up everyone else's time that might still be here, okay? Again, I offer personal readings if you want one. Two of Wands. This is about planning and making a decision, right? So you need to take some kind of action here, and you need to follow your inspiration. You had the divine inspiration with the Ace of Wands earlier. So Spirit's already given you a gift, a way to act. If only you will get out of your feelings or move through them, see things clearly, get another perspective, and you can take action here. But it's a choice. It's a fork in the road. Do you want to go your own way and give up on whatever it is you're working towards? And for some of you, this is about love. which is still available to you, Spirit's saying. Again, back up the reading if you need a reminder. I also have a couple of divine union readings that go back to the holidays and January. So, like, if you go back a couple readings, a lot of my older stuff is black screen ASMR style, but I've graduated to video. So, you know, different styles of readings for different things. Anyways, you might want to check those out too, and that might give you some more guidance. Okay. So, pick a path because Spirit's telling you that you have a choice here to make. Not all is lost. Can we give one more confirmation card about that, Spirit? Yeah, again, Two of Swords. Stop blocking it if you really want this. Otherwise, you're sabotaging yourself. You're refusing to move forward here. This is your own shadow right here. Your shadow is straight up saying, I don't want to move forward. I don't want to make a choice. I'm not going to hear reason. I'm not going to look at the truth. I don't want to hear it. But for some of you, you are wise enough to know that you can move through the dark using your intuition. If you will only get out of your mind, then you can act. You have to decide that you want to do that. You have to be brave, courage. You have to be willing to be vulnerable and be seen. And those of you that this is about love, you already embody or are about to embody the Emperor. The reading before the You're No Longer Suffering Defeat was, here's how to conquer this tower, Emperor, or something like that, where if you conquer this tower, you become Emperor. That might be very specific. That's like, what, 3 readings back? Check that out. It'll give you more guidance, I'm pretty sure. All right. And I only read on divine love for the most part. I try to keep it high vibe around here because I am somebody who is a high vibe person. So, you know, and that's no shame. Like, I go through moods just like everybody else. Like I said, I was just feeling the feels in the last few days. So you're not alone, okay? You're not alone. All right, one last message for everyone else who's still here, just for your patience, whatever Spirit wants to say. 4 Cups. Your opportunities are available to you for a limited time. If you keep saying not today, maybe tomorrow, maybe one day, then it's always going to be maybe one day. We manifest more of what we do today. So you can either manifest more boredom, more stagnancy, more feeling stuck, staying where you're at, being in your comfortable place, refusing to see what's ahead of you, or you can look up onto the horizon where Spirit is offering you a new cup. Now, this also, if you think about the 5 of Cups we had earlier, even though that was, I believe that was part of the love portion, but it might have not been, the 3 cups were over. Well, this is a whole new cup, right? Heck, if you want to look at it, you're the 5th cup. Fill yourself. What makes you feel good? What makes you want to go after these opportunities? Ask yourself, do you want to break out of the matrix, or do you want to be just like everybody else? Do you want to be emotionally fulfilled, or what? Ace of Cups at the bottom. Do you want to fill your own cup? That just confirmed what I said about you being the 5th cup. This is how you move through the 5 of Cups and feeling like you are in lack and in your feelings about this. This is how you move forward. Anybody in these groups, embody self-love, self-care, and realize that by going after what you want, or whoever you want, or whatever part of yourself that you want to embody, you become this whole new cup. You become the ultimate offering of love. You create more love in the world. You are able to create, period. So, divine love, as within, so without. Now, let's talk to Kuan Yin. Beautiful, beautiful Kuan Yin of compassion and grace and nurturing. What does Kuan Yin, one of the ultimate divine feminine archetypes, have to say? Ooh, the song is called Hold On, I'm Coming by, I think, Welshie Arms. 955 on the clock, by the way. Yeah, Welshy arms. Hold on, I'm coming. So assistance is coming. And for some of you, you just got the motivation to move forward. That's you telling the world that I'm here, and I just got chills on my knees again, jumping for joy. So you got it in you. You got it in you, kid. Go shine your light to whomever, whatever, however you want. What's going to make you happy? The Yin Empress. I can't make this up. Just want to make sure there's no nudity. Some of these cards have them. The Yin Empress. Can you see that? The Yin Empress brings peace, prosperity, and success to her beloved devotees. Your sole purpose includes healing and empowerment of the divine feminine. The Yin Empress herself, you gain power, assistance, and untold blessings in following your soul purpose. You are lifted and supported in your sacred work now. Be at peace, you shall thrive. I mean, it's almost like I'm psychic. I know that's starting to get old, but you know what? Sarcasm never dies. There you go. The Yin Empress. This just confirmed the entire reading about the divine feminine. Yin represents feminine. You want me to read it again? I'm going to read it one more time. If you don't want to hear it, thank you for coming by. Again, tap the like button, subscribe if you like. Love to have you here. The Yin Empress brings peace, prosperity, and success to her beloved devotees. Your sole purpose includes healing and empowerment of the divine feminine. The Yin Empress herself, you gain power, assistance, and untold blessings in following your soul purpose. You are lifted and supported in your sacred work now. Be at peace. You shall thrive. So, for those of you that are ready to accept the challenge, good luck. This is Ellie of HERBCRAFT by Ellie Apothecary, sending so much love to the community and blessings from the mountain. Bye, y'all.